Hello everyone, good afternoon again. It's ready for 5. I'm actually expecting around 90 people for today's for this session, but I guess others will be coming in a while. Okay. So can you all hear me well? Good. Okay, good. So I am truly grateful to have all of you here this afternoon. Thank you for registering to this free training, and I hope that you'll be able to learn from this training and you can apply it right after. So without before we start, let me give you a few house rules. So first one, kindly mute your microphone to avoid unnecessary noises. Um, you may, however, turn on your camera if you want to. So I am just concerned with the mic because it will create noises in the background. Okay, so you may turn it off and turn on your camera if you want. Okay. So, also, when I start the presentation, I'll be turning off my video to avoid glitches and lags. So you will only hear me and you will see the slides and the demo that I'll be doing in a while. Okay? So let me turn off my camera and I'll show my slides for you this afternoon. Okay. If you have any questions, you may ask or encode the question in the chat box. I'll be reviewing that right after the training. If there will be questions and concerns and other things that you want to clarify with, we will have a question and answer portion at the end of the training. So, okay. Now, thank you for being with us, for being here for this afternoon. And I think before I officially start the training, let me introduce myself first to everyone. My name is Sarah Jane Mendoza. You can call me Sarah. I am a product of the Filipino Virtual Assistant Academy. So maybe some of you are familiar with it. I am actually one of the gold achiever in my batch. So what Filipino Virtual Assistant Academy is, they are offering online courses. They are actually focusing on producing freelancers. So now as a freelancer, I do part-time content writing job. So I write for several companies. It depends on the requirements. Also, I do online lectures or online presentations. So that's the kind of task where you have to record your voice while doing or while reviewing a slide. So it's like when you enrolled in an online class, you'll be viewing or watching pre-recorded videos. So that's one of the tasks of a virtual assistant as well. And then I also accept transcription tasks and then other virtual assistant tasks. Now, I've mentioned that I'm doing this on a part-time basis. That's because currently I am connected to a private company. I'm working there full-time. So we've been working from home since March this year due to pandemic. And I guess most of you or some of you are also doing the same. Now we are forced to stay at home. That's why sometimes we feel like we're stagnant, and then we are keen to getting new knowledge and skills and that we can use while we're at home or after the training. So that's actually one of the reasons why I initiated this training, because I noticed that since everyone is forced to stay at home, um, people are keen to getting or acquiring new skills and knowledge. And then, but the free trainings and classes online has corresponding fees and payments. Spending money that is not part of the basic necessity is difficult. So, of course, we may want to spend the money on food or other necessary things. So, that's why I initiated this training. I want others to learn. With the little knowledge that I have, I want to share it to everyone as well. Now, on the other side, I am also a student. I am currently taking my Doctor in Business Administration and I'm in my final year of the academics. on in line with my doctorate degree, I am accepting or I do consultations for Master in Business Ed students and business students. So those are the things that I usually do or on the sides aside from my full-time work. Now, okay, so this afternoon, we've all seen the post, so we will be focusing on social media management for today's training. This is I've actually had a session prior to this one, so this is the third batch for the social media management training. Now, I know that we are all familiar with the word social media. This is a very common term that even children has social media accounts. But why do we have to manage social media? You might be curious why this kind of training appears in your timeline. So, what is social media management? For with the term itself, we would expect that this afternoon we'll be learning how to manage social media. But why do we have to manage social media? Okay. Now, the topics that we'll be talking this afternoon is the platform for social media management, the benefits of using the platform, and of course, the social media content plan. This is one of the tips that I will be sharing you guys this afternoon. And I also have few announcements for everyone. And which I mentioned in my post, and of course the actual demo. I will walk you through how the platform works and how you can do your social media managing. Okay, you must have heard of the position called social media managers. Why is this kind of position present in the market? I mean, why are there so-called social media managers? Social media managers are people who were hired to manage the social media accounts of a certain person or companies. Now, there are like influencers, artists, well-known authors, or other people people that are too busy with their schedules. They don't have the time to check on their social media accounts. Now, they will hire people to manage their social media accounts for them. Now, in terms of posting, checking the messages, checking the engagement that is happening in the post. Now, why do we have to be trained how to be a social media manager? That's because this is one of the best or one of the basic tasks that you can actually do as a freelancer. Now, I started my freelancing career with the goal that I want to work wherever I am with just my laptop and the internet. That's actually one of the goals that I have in mind because I love to travel, and when I travel I want to bring the work with me so that you don't just travel, you also earn. So because you can't travel without a fund, right? So you being a virtual assistant or a freelancer, this is a good way for you to do both if you have this interest in mind. That's why I started my freelancing career. Now, being a social media manager with just this basic training, you can actually start your social media manager journey. So the tips that I'll be sharing you this afternoon is the basic knowledge that you need to start or to kickstart your freelancing career. Okay? So, um, in a traditional way, there are some glitches and there are some problems and like time consuming concerns or time consuming activities that we do. But in social media management, we will be learning the process of managing the different social media accounts that we have. I posted this picture in my page just to give you a glimpse and a background on what the training will be about. So this we will be tackling more on the social media. So if you are interested of or if you enrolled in this training because you for personal reasons, like for example you are not really planning to become a freelancer or a virtual assistant, you will just enrolled for personal use, like if you have a business online and then you have several accounts that you need to manage and you want to learn how to manage that, so this is also a good training for you. Okay, now, as mentioned, when you have a lot of social media accounts. You tend to spend too much time in this account. Like you post a certain post in Facebook, and then you'll post something on Instagram and in Twitter. Although there is a feature in Facebook where you can actually connect Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. However, you cannot really monitor the progress of each post unless you visit that certain social media site. For example, you posted on Facebook, it will appear in Instagram and in Twitter, but then you have to visit Instagram to check how many likes are you getting in a certain post. Correct? So that's time consuming. I mean, you've spent too much time scrolling up and down with your social media account and then posting all these sorts of announcement and updates, where in fact you can actually do that in one platform. So that will be what I'll be introducing to you this afternoon. Okay. If you are a social media manager, so if you are tasked or hired to be a social media manager of a certain person or company, you must have the basic knowledge of these different portals and platforms that are available online. There are several, and these are some of it. Now, this afternoon, I'll be focusing on one platform just to avoid confusions, to avoid like so that the information that you'll get is enough, like for you to kickstart your social media manager journey. Okay, so what I'm referring to is Hootsuite. Hootsuite is a platform. It's a platform for everything like social media. You can actually link your different social media accounts in this platform and then manage it, reply to messages and comments, and see the likes and the engagement that your post is receiving. Okay, so let me. Okay. So, what are the benefits of using Hootsuite? First, of course, you can monitor. You can monitor the progress of each post as mentioned. You can link the different social media accounts that you have. So you can just monitor this in this portal or in this platform. Aside from that, you can actually managing in terms of replying to comments, messages, and other things. You can do that in the platform so you can instantly reply to comments. So later on, I'll show you how or what or how the platform looks like and why am I saying that I can instantly reply to using this platform, right? And then scheduling. Scheduling is very important. Scheduling a post will save you time because if you want your account to be proactive in terms of posting every day, I mean there is a post or there is an update every day, it is important that you are active in your social media account so that people will see your account. Like if you posted 2 weeks ago and then your next post is after 3 weeks, that is not a proactive approach in managing social media. So scheduling your post is very important. You can actually schedule a post for 7 days or for months. That depends on what account are you using or what plans are you using in Hootsuite. But for this demo, I'll be showing you guys the free platform and the free plans that you can actually utilize right after this training. Now, I've mentioned that you can monitor in this portal and you can actually see the analytics. Analytics in terms of um, engagements, in terms of insights, in terms of statistic views about your social media accounts. Now, these are very important if you want to have a career in social media. So it is not if you've noticed artists doesn't really handle or manage personally their account. Some of them are hiring people to do it for them. So this analytics will help you or will guide you on what kind of post should be posted to get this kind of engagement, this increase in engagement from your fans and followers. So that is also one of the important things in understanding the basic skills and capabilities of this platform. Now, I've mentioned about social media content. Social media content is very important. Why? Because this will save you time because you already have the content plan or the idea of what you want to post on your page or what you want to appear on your page in that certain day. This is an example of a social media content plan. This is just to give you a glimpse. You can use different formats. You can actually use this is just a way of showing you guys how I scheduled my post. For example, for Facebook, you can actually see here Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So for Facebook, I have this post is good for 7 days. So on Saturday, I want this to appear around 2 p.m. And the second one will be on the next day, and I want that to appear on 2 p.m. as well. So this is one way for you to be able to see how or manage your posts, and you don't have to spend so much time posting every day. Like for example, I want to post something today, and then the next day I want to post something again. So you will visit your account again. Now, if you have scheduled post, you don't have to revisit your account. It will be posted even if you are not online. So even if you are not active in your social media accounts, this scheduled post will still appear. Okay. So because it is already in the cloud. So it will monitor, it will be posted right away. So as long as or if you already schedule this in your account. Okay. Now, if you are using Hootsuite for free, so it is only good for 3 social media accounts. And if you have four, like me, I have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. I actually enrolled Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn in Hootsuite, and Facebook is there is a feature in Facebook where you can also do the same with Hootsuite. Now, I'll in the demo I'll show you how to schedule a post using your Facebook account and then on the Hootsuite account as well. So this is an important thing that you have to know. So social media content plan is an like a first step on managing or a well managed for a well managed account. Okay. Now, if you are hired to become a social media manager, you will also be asked to schedule posts and to present a content plan for that certain account. Okay. So that's for the social media account. So I'm sorry with the I'm having glitches here or if there are problems on the screen, please raise because prior to this session, someone from the participant wasn't able to really see the screen, so we have to restart. She have to restart or to rejoin again to the session. So if you are also experiencing the same, let me know. So you can turn on your microphone and because I can't see the chat from this side unless I visit the portal. So if you have other concerns, you may turn on your microphone and let me know. Okay? Now I've mentioned in my post that okay, someone is trying to join. Let me just click that. Okay. So I've mentioned in my post that I'll be announcing important things for aspiring freelancers out there. Now, my next training or my free training for the next coming weeks is about graphic designing. So I'll be teaching you guys how to create your logo, how to create personalized posts, and other things. Now, I saw in Facebook that some companies or agencies are actually offering around 2,500 to 5,000 to create a logo. Like if you are a business owner, like startup companies and doesn't have their logo yet, they they tend to pay this much just to create a logo, where in fact you can actually create your own. So I'll be teaching you that in the graphic designing training. And then personalized posts, because if you want to introduce your brand in the market, you have to play in different template that will show who you are as a brand. So for example, for my page, I am using pink, black, and white color, so that's part of my branding. And so you can also see the logo in some of my posts or most of my posts. And then also I'll be teaching you guys how to create infographics, business cards, and other things that you may need or you may want to explore. So that's for the next training. Also, I am opening a 1 month free class for those aspiring virtual assistants or freelancers. So this is still for free. If you're interested, you can shoot me a message and I'll be sending you guys the tasks that you have to perform. This is just a basic task. I will not be asking any amount from anyone. So I just want people, for those who are eager to learn and to know, to be able to get that experience and knowledge or basic knowledge, so to be able to start their virtual assistant journey. Okay, so those are our announcement, and hopefully I'll be able to see you all in the next training that I'll be conducting. Okay, so now let's start with the demo. I will show you guys what the platform looks like. But prior to that, some of you might already have the basic knowledge on social media. So again, I've mentioned in my post that this is for those who are new and aspiring, so that you will have the knowledge and ideas already, what to develop and what kind of skills that you have to train and to get for you to be able to perform the social media manager tasks. Now, I was also asked about the portals that you can actually apply as a social media manager. You can check on Facebook several accounts or page or groups that post several job hiring about social media management. So this is one way. The training that I'm doing right now is the basic knowledge for you to start and to understand how to perform a social media management task. Okay, so this is Hootsuite. Let me walk you through the platforms. So the first one, for the platform, the features is you can actually publish, post, engage, advertise, and monitor and analyze. So this are, as mentioned in the previous slides, so these are the things that you can actually do in the platform. And the social media accounts that you can link into this platform are Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and other social media accounts. So you can link that in this platform and see every updates with just one platform. Okay, how to open your account? Simply click sign up, and then you just have to fill in the necessary information, just like the name, email address, and password, the usual way of creating your account. Now, the next portal will be the billing information. If you are only planning to take the free plan, you can click the free plan, and you may enter your card number or bank account, but don't worry, they will not be deducting anything from your account, so you will just be using the free plan, the free account. Okay, so once you've created your account in the portal, you would be able to see, let me show you my account for Hootsuite. So this is my Hootsuite account. I have LinkedIn, Twitter. Okay, let me just here. I have my Instagram, my Twitter, my LinkedIn account. So these are the three accounts that I linked to Hootsuite because as a free, since I only use the free plan, I can only link three accounts as a maximum. Now, I don't have here the Facebook, but later on I'll show you how it works on the Facebook site itself. So here, this is the first portion is the Instagram. As you can see, I can actually drag and drop, or I can actually scroll down and up the different accounts that I have. just like how it works on its social media site. Like in Instagram, you can scroll down and up, so it's still the same. And then you would see the different posts that you made and the engagement or the likes or hearts that your post is getting. If there is any comments that you have to reply, you can reply here. So you just simply write or enter your reply. So same with how the other social media works. So yeah, in the Twitter as well, so you can also see my posts and my different activities in the account. So I didn't visit Twitter, I didn't visit Instagram, I only visited here and check the progress. And I can also see who mentioned my account. So for example, for this one, I was mentioned by this person. I can also see it here. And for LinkedIn, I can also see the different posts that I made in LinkedIn, and this is my scheduled post. So since I mentioned that I had a prior session, so this was made a while ago as an example. So we created a sample scheduled post, and I scheduled this for tomorrow at 11:15 a.m. So this column, you will see the different scheduled posts that you made, so mentions and other things. So this is also a quick button for you to visit the different options that are available. Now, I will show you how to schedule the post using Hootsuite. So you just simply click the post, and then the way you post the anything in Hootsuite, you can actually see the preview in this side. So, for example, since I've been using this for a while, the recently used account here will be easily reflected. So I have here three accounts. I have the Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So I can click that one and enter the things that I want to post. For example, let me post a picture. So I'll be using the same post or the same picture that I did with the first session, but I'll be deleting right after. I'll be scheduling it the same with how I scheduled the first post. For example, for this one, for the caption, let's just encode the quick caption, just a friendly reminder for everyone. Okay, and then don't forget to put hashtags. Well, maybe in my future trainings, I will explain the importance of hashtags and mentions, because actually this is one way to introduce your account, so that whenever someone is searching for a certain searching for something in the search box, and that search actually hit the or triggered the keyword that you're using, so your account will be reflected in the options. So let's just have a quick example. So this is just some very brief caption, um, so that it'll be a lot faster. Okay. Now, um, at the upper portion, you can actually see the numbers. Here, if you're planning to put a long caption for a post, I I would suggest that you exclude Twitter, because in Twitter you can only post 200 characters, text, and letters in every post. So, but for Instagram, it can be around 2,000. For LinkedIn, it's around 1,000. So for short captions like this, for this example, it I can post this to Twitter account. Okay. Now, so as you can see, after entering the necessary information in this side, I can already view how it looks like on my different social media accounts. Like for this one, for the Instagram, I can see how it looks like, and yeah, how it will appear in my different social media account. Now, let me schedule that. For scheduling, you just simply click schedule for later and choose the date that you want this to appear. For example, let's try 15, and I want this to appear around 12 noon or 12:30. So let's just try 12:30 in the afternoon. There. So, okay, now I'm good with that. Click done. And you have this. And to schedule it, to officially schedule it, click the schedule. Once you click that one, that scheduled post will appear in your scheduled column. So here, as you can see, the first one is tomorrow. The second one that I just posted is for 15 or 12:30 p.m. Now, even if you are not online or you are not active in your social media accounts, this will automatically appear in those sites. So you don't have to worry that you are not connected in the internet or you are not active, because once you have scheduled this one, this is already stored in the cloud and will automatically appear as scheduled. Okay, so that's how you schedule a post in Hootsuite. Or if you are trying, or if you are already exploring a different platform, you can actually use it. But I believe that the flow and the processes is actually the same. Hootsuite is a user-friendly account, or a user-friendly platform where everyone can actually understand how and the functionality, the buttons, and everything that you can find in the platform. So now let me show you how to schedule a post, or how to manage your account in Facebook. So since I excluded that in Hootsuite, so let's see. Let me visit my Facebook account. Just waiting. Okay. Now, if you are currently, or if you are already managing a social media page or a Facebook account, and you're doing online business with different social media sites, like you are also active in, let me try. Wait. If you're also active in different social media sites, you may want to do this right after the training and explore how things works. So this is my page. This is the official page that I just advertised. So it's I Can Help. For those who haven't liked and followed this page, please do so, because I'll be posting future free trainings for everyone, and you may be notified if you followed and liked this page already. So now let me show you how to post or schedule a post. So you just simply click create, the way how you usually post in Facebook, and then click publishing tools. Okay, now once you click the publishing tools, you will be redirected to the portal of Facebook, which includes the features of scheduling a posts. Okay, now takes time to load, but if ever that this if ev- usually some are having hard time seeing this. Now I would suggest that you try to log in using the browser, or I'm sure this will appear in your apps already, because that's one of the features of Facebook. Now, if you can see, I have here the different posts that I made, and then I can see the different engagement and the number of reached, in terms of how many people was able to see the post. So this is how you can also see the progress in Facebook posts. Now, to schedule a post in Facebook, you just simply click schedule, click create posts, and then you will be same with how you post how you usually post it on Facebook. Simply click the photo, and I'll be using the same photo that that I used in Hootsuite. So this one, for example. So to avoid typing, I'll just copy paste the caption that I did and that I did. Okay, let's just schedule this one there. Okay, so now I already have the post and the images that I want to appear in my account. So you can click schedule and then choose the date that you want this to appear. So I'll be using 12:30 in the afternoon. Okay, so that's it. Now you can click schedule, and so if you want to see if this works, you can revisit, or you can visit my account and see if the post that we just scheduled appeared. So I scheduled the post for tomorrow at 11, so you may want to check and revisit and see if the post really appeared. So that's one way of scheduling, or that's the way of scheduling in Facebook. So it is important that you schedule posts so that you don't have to revisit again and again just to post a certain updates or any news for your followers or fans or anyone that is viewing your page. Okay, so this is how you manage your social media account. This is the kickstart and the basic for you to understand why people or why businesses and influencers are hiring social media managers for their social media accounts. Of course, they don't really have the time to do it, so they social media managers are actually in demand. You can there are different people or a lot of people or a lot of businesses are actually looking for people that are skilled in terms of managing accounts. So since you already have the basics in this training, you can explore and deepen your knowledge by exploring the platform, checking on other things that you can play around the platform or any other platform that you wish to use. Okay, so that's it for the demo. I'll be stopping the sharing of the screen so that I can view your messages and questions for me. Okay, so here. Now, was my line okay? I mean, can you all hear me well? Thank you so much. Okay, let me check your questions for me. Is this a free application? Yes, this is a free application if you choose the free plan, which is a maximum of 3 accounts. Okay. Now, wow, that's a big help, coach. Thank you so much, Sir Harrison. Can I apply for the free training? Yes, you can apply. Shoot me a message. Let me know why you wanted to be part of the free 1 month training. And actually, I'll be guiding you for the whole month. We will be scheduling a class, and there will be tasks that I will be assigning to you for you to explore on the basic skills that you think you can do. So that's part of the training objectives. And okay, so actually, as mentioned, one of the objectives of this training is to help you become a social media manager right after the training. Like right after this, you can actually check on the different job hirings that are for social media managers and check the description. So if you can see the descriptions, it's more on posting, it's more on basic graphics tasks. So as mentioned, I'll be doing graphic training for everyone if you want to learn how to do this, because this will be part of the task for a social media manager. Okay? Will surely be part. Thank you so much, Miss Biana. I'm not sure if I'm reading it right. Okay, I want to join the free training. Sure, let me shoot me a message right after this training. So that okay. There. Now, I haven't seen any questions. Has is anyone in the group has any questions about the training, about the platform, or any concerns that want to raise? Okay, I think everyone is silent. Well, so for the Hootsuite, everyone can actually access the link. You can just visit using your browser. You can click on hootsuite.com and then explore the portal. So this is a good if you are a business owner, an online business owner. I highly suggest that you explore this platform so that you don't have to check on your Instagram account and Twitter just to stay updated to the progress of your account, and also the importance of social media content plan. You should practice planning your content. For example, if you are hired to become a social media manager for a well-known personality, so for example, there will be an event in the coming weekdays or weekends. So your post for the whole week should be relevant to that event, so that the post or the people or the followers will get more insights and updates about what is happening. So that is one advice. Now, if you are Also, if you will be hired by an author, they usually had podcasts and meetings and events and any like release of new books and new sequel of anything. So your post should be relevant to that upcoming event. So that is one tips for in being a social media manager. Okay. Where do you create the social media plan? Social media plan, you can actually, there's no tool for that. You can use Microsoft Word or Excel. That depends on you because this is just for your use, for internal use. I mean, it's just for you. But if you are already doing this for a client, so a client will suggest what kind of file that they do that they want to receive from you. So they may request that the file should be in Excel form or in a Word form, or if they have this internal portal that they're using in the company. So it depends on your client. But if this is just for personal use, you can use your Microsoft and your Excel file as long as you labeled it according to the caption, the images, and the date that you want this to appear. So that's just the important keys there. Okay. Um, for beginner SMMs po, how much should we charge? What are the rates, especially for startups? Well, usually when they hire social media managers, they hire it for as a part-time basis. In terms of price or cost or fee for a social media manager, that actually depends on what you have agreed with the client. But how you price yourself would depend on what you think is your capability as a social media manager. Now, as a social media manager, maybe your skills is not just about posting. You are a good writer. You are a good in terms of blogging. You're also good in caption writing. So in terms of grammar, in terms of any function, any English related concerns, you are actually an expert in that. And also in terms of graphic designing, you have skills for that. So that is a good edge. For that, you can actually rate yourself higher than the other. Now, usually people or the social media managers are rating themselves around $5 and up. So that depends on you. Some are high or are rating themselves around $15 and up. So it depends on the skills that you can offer to the client. So it's not just about posting and checking the comments and engagement that is happening in the posts. Okay. Um, hmm. How much is the rate for social media managers? Okay, same. How to land a job as a social media manager at the beginning? What should we include in a resume? So for resume, you may want to include, you can actually include social media manager. Now, if you were asked how or what can you contribute to the company in terms of managing a social media, you can actually share about how you plan a concept or how you can do graphic designs and how good you are in terms of planning a content so that to attract followers, to attract people and engagements. So that's one of the objectives why you the employers hire a social media manager. They want to gather more likes, they want to gather more views in their post. So as a social media manager, you should also have that skills to capture audiences with the right caption and with the right graphics and pictures that you include or incorporate with your posts. Now, you can put social media manager in your resume if you wish to, and if you think that you are capable of doing these things. Yes. Ano po ang ibang recommendation or suggestion also beside Hootsuite? Well, I've mentioned that I am a product of the Filipino Virtual Community or Filipino Virtual Academy. So the very tool that they introduced or they highly recommend is Hootsuite. If you want to explore other platform, I flashed or I showed you a screen. I showed in my slides the different platforms that you can also explore. So those are the different platforms that are available online that you can also use. can I still use Hootsuite without providing credit card details? Yes. Actually, I created my Hootsuite account without encoding my card numbers or card details. So, however, Hootsuite just updated its portal. Now, you may want to explore on how you can still use the free. I'm sure that the free account is still there, but even if you enter your account, it will not be deducted. If you don't have any credit card or bank account, you may want to skip that portion and check on the free options, the free options that you can still avail in the portal. In the 1 month virtual Zen class, will it always be scheduled Google Meet class? Yes. I'm actually using Zoom and Google Meet. So, it's either Google Meet or Zoom. So I'll let you know. But the meetings or the class will not be like every day. So it will just I'll be scheduling it like once or twice a week so that you can also do your other tasks and other things that you need to do on your personal life. Yeah. But I'll be using Zoom and Google Meet. Whether the best time to post your content in social media. So the best time to post content, it depends on your market or your target market. If you are posting something that it's like most of the people are online like before lunch, during lunchtime, and after the usual office schedule, like 4 p.m. and onwards, and during breaks, like if you are working, your breaks is around 3 p.m., 2 p.m. So that depends. But you can play around those times because most of the time, based on the study, those are the time that people are usually online or active in their social media accounts. Okay? Thank you. In FB, what does it mean? Reach and engagement. Reach is how many people viewed or was able to view your account. So reach is this is just like a layman's term, like how many were reached in your post. So how many was able to check on and see your post. That means these are the people who maybe your followers who get notified or who saw your post in their timeline. So that's why it is important that you post not just once in 1 week, but once in a day. So that's to be proactive in your social media account. In terms of engagement, engagement is how many click on the post or the see more. Now, if you click the see more, that's an engagement. If you click the image, that's an engagement. If you hit like, so that's an engagement. So in the Facebook stat or analysis analytics, you can actually see how many click, liked, or checked on the see more options in your post. So that's for the reach and engagement. Okay. You're welcome. Okay. So do I need to create multiple Hootsuite account for every company that will be working with, or pwede po one account? And okay, now there are different plans in Hootsuite. Now one of the plan is just 10 social media accounts. That means this cannot be used by other company or other account. But if your employer, for example, if your employer has an existing plan in specific social media platform, they may be sharing that with you. So you don't have to enroll that in Hootsuite. But Hootsuite will only permit one account, and in one account you can only link one Facebook account, one Instagram account, and one other social media account. Okay? Now, if they availed or if you availed the plan that can link in more than 20 accounts, you can actually enter other accounts even though it is still Facebook account. So that depends on the plan that you will avail in Hootsuite. Is it okay to suggest to the client to get the Hootsuite account instead? Yes, it depends on your agreement. But yeah, if you're comfortable with Hootsuite and if you see that your client is also asking you and asking for your decision and your plan, which account do you prefer, you can suggest Hootsuite because Hootsuite is a user-friendly account and you can actually just explore like how you used to explore with other platforms like social media platforms because the post and the monitoring is very common, so it's user friendly. Okay, you're welcome. Now, do we have other questions? Again, for those who are interested for the graphic training or free graphic designing training, I'll be posting the schedule on my page. So please don't forget to follow and like. Also, I'd like to take this opportunity to invite you guys to like my YouTube account. It is also my way of sharing tools and tips to aspiring virtual assistants. So you can access that in my YouTube account whenever you forget on doing something or what are the tasks that you need to do. For those who are aspiring or wanted to be part of the 1 month training, I will be posting in my YouTube account the different things that, or the different tools that you can use so that whenever you perform the task, you are already well guided through the videos that are already in the in the portal or in the YouTube channel. Okay, thank you for sharing. You're welcome. Thank you so much. I am truly grateful to have all of you here this afternoon. Thank you for taking the time and attending this training. And I really look forward to having all of you again in our next training or in my next training. I hope you learned something this afternoon. Don't forget to leave a message or any comments about this. So I am open to any suggestions if you have any suggestions or things that you want to raise. Okay? So I guess that would be all for this afternoon. I won't take too much of your time. Have a nice day and keep safe, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Take care, everyone. Okay. Bye.